Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show how to create an event in Chabad Suite. To begin, we're going to go to Events and select New Event. We need to choose an event type. Choose one of these here, Shabbos dinner. I'm going to select the default role. You're almost always going to want to just do attendee. We give ourselves a title here, to Friday night dinner. In this box here, you can create the description. You can even add an image. That's what will show on your Chabad Suite website before you get to the actual event form. So let's go here. Let's do, and we can also add some styling here. Make this in bold. And, change the color. You can also add an image here. Just gonna drop this image in. And by right clicking here, I can change the image properties to make it a little bit smaller. We're going to make a start date for this. It's a required field, so you have to. We don't need a max number of participants. For the public event here, this just means that the event will be displayed in your on your websites on the events page as an upcoming event. And you're always going to want to set this event to active. This is going to be an image that's going to appear on the events page. And we're going to hit continue. And now that we've done that, if we go to our Chabad Suite website and we go to our events page, we'll see now that the event is here with the image that we uploaded. Now we could have added more information to the description here. We just see the little bit of text that we added here, but we don't see a way to register for this event yet because we didn't enable that online registration yet. So you can add some address information we don't need to here. Under fees, we're going to make this a paid event. We're going to select our payment processor. We have the option to enable pay later here with some information about how they can go about that. You need to select the financial type. We're going to make this event fee. Now here for the fees, you can either, you have a pretty simple table of fees you can have here. You give each one a name and then an amount, so we can do general admission. And we'll set this to $5. And then we can do, sponsor. $20. And we can set one of them to be the default or something. But if you want more complicated price options, you can add a price set. We have different tutorials on that. We're not going to get into that here, but that gives you more options. You also have the option to make different prices dependent on date. So you can have an early bird fee and a late bird fee. We're not going to go into that here either. We need to save in order to keep this information. Now that information has been updated, we go to online registration and we're going to want to enable this. If you created an event and it's not working, one thing to make sure is that you have this checked because otherwise you won't be able to have online registration. You can register people for the event. The event will be created from within the CRM, but you won't be able to have a link to add on your website or that will appear on your Chabad Suite website. We can add a registration start and end date if you want the registration period only to be for a certain amount of time. We can also add the option to allow for multiple participants to sign up, for one person to register multiple participants at the same time. You can do that up to nine people. Let's see what else is very important here. Here we can add text or images or anything that we'd like to be on the registration form itself. And these are profiles, so these are additional fields that we can add to the form. So here we have registration info, so we can see what that is. That means on the form right now it's going to have first name, last name, email address. You can add your own profiles to have whatever other information you want. You can create your own profiles with custom fields, but we won't get into that here. And you can customize the confirmation screen, what it will look like. You can customize the thank you screen. You can also set up for a confirmation email to get sent out. You can put what you want to get sent out in that email. You can also BCC yourself so you can see when someone signs up for an event. Now we're just going to save that here. Oh, let's see, since I selected to send a confirmation email, I needed to select the from name and the from email, which we need over here. That about sums it up for a pretty simple an event. If this event is repeating, like you're having a Friday night meal, every Friday night for a number of weeks, you instead of copying the event multiple times, you can, say this repeats once a week, every Friday night. It starts, the first event in the series is going to be this event that we're creating here, and we can do this for up to, let's say we do it for 5 occurrences, and we can hit save, and then before we continue and it creates all those other events, it's going to show us which days those events are going to be created for, and then you can just, maybe change the name for each event if you want it to look a little different. But that way you don't need to go and create new events for each one. Just makes the process a little bit quicker. But that about sums it up. Let's just, we don't want to actually create all these other events here. But if we go now here, refresh this page, now we're going to see an option to register for the event. And on the event here, still pretty basic. How many people are you registering? The information, and you have the 2 different options there. And that about sums it up.